Hi friends, welcome back to Cozy Cottage ASMR. Today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. I figured we could do a little bit of like tier ranking. I just think that would be fun. I've seen this done by a bunch of different like other YouTube creators. I don't think I've seen like an ASMR artist do it, but I just think it's fun. So let me know. This may be a contentious episode, so if you disagree or agree with my takes, please let me know in the comments. Okay, so we're gonna start with ranking of Stardew Valley characters. I love Stardew Valley, obviously, because I've played it on the channel before, but you guys don't necessarily know how I feel about these characters, and yeah. So let's get started. First we have Abigail. Abigail is, I haven't romanced her ever. She tends to be more gloomy, more on the gloomy side. So I don't know. She's just sort of there. I guess I would put her in sweetheart. Alex is a little bit more interesting. I would consider romancing Alex. So I'm going to put him in a heart. I think this is the bouncer from, like, the desert. So I'm going to put that in. That sure is a character. I don't really know him that well. What's her name? Caroline? Yeah, Caroline. I actually tend to actively avoid Caroline. Cliff, throw into a volcano. Clint, whatever his name is. Demetrius is another someone that I tend to, I'm kind of on the cusp of that sure is a character and actively avoid. He's not someone that I like want to talk to ever. I'm gonna put him in actively avoid. This dwarf guy, I'm gonna put him in that sure is a character. I just don't have enough like information about him. Like he's not like a character that I'm like I feel any type of way about. Elliot is obviously in heart. I love Elliot. He's probably the person I romance the most. Emily is a sweetheart. I think she gets a lot of bad rap. She is very easy to please and very easy to romance. You'll almost like accidentally romance Emily most times. But she's not someone that I'm like actively going for ever. What's her name? Grandma? That's not her name, but I'm going to put her in sweetheart. She's always baking things and she's just a sweet old lady. Her husband, though, I actively avoid him. I don't think I'm necessarily like all the way into throwing him into a volcano. I do understand how like his life has kind of led him to be this grumpy old man, but yeah, I'm kind of just an actively avoid person. This guy is Gil, right? He's at the Adventurers Guild. Don't really know too much about him, so he's going to be that sure is a character. The mayor, again, someone that sure is a character. Grandpa, that sure is a character. I mean, I don't like, he's just there. I don't know. He's not. And same with Gunther. Like, I don't really care about him. I think Gus is a sweetheart. I mean, I love that cutscene where Lewis rummages through his trash can to get extra food, and Gus is like, hey, don't rummage through the trash can, just come in and I'll get you something. So I think he's a sweetheart. Haley, I actively avoid. She's just kind of a mean-spirited lady. I've never gone through her arc. I've heard that she gets better, but I'm not interested. This may be a take, but for Harvey, he's kind of bland. He's just like a dude, a doctor. He's kind of whiny. So he's going into that show as a character. I don't even know who this is. So he's going into that show as a character. She is a sweetheart. She's just a little girl. There's nothing super exciting about her. Jody, I'm going to put her that she sure is a character because I don't really care about her. I'm going to put him in actively avoid. Not necessarily because he's a bad character. It's just that he's like, I don't know what it is about him, but I don't get a good feeling from him. Krobus goes straight up to heart. I love Krobus so much. Leah, she can be in Sweetheart. She can be in Sweetheart. Lewis. I'm going to go with actively avoid. Yeah. I think, honestly, he's going up to heart. I really like him. He gets more of a role in Marlin. I think he gets more of a role in the extended version, but like in the normal version, he just kind of is there. So he's kind of that sure as a character for me. Marnie is a weird one. I like her. She's between that sure as a character and Sweetheart for me. I think I'm going to put her in Sweetheart. Yeah. Maru. I love Maru. Throw into a volcano for Morris. I'm going to put him in that sure as a character. I don't really care about him. Pam. I actively avoid Pam. Sorry, but that's just the way that it is. Penny is another character that's between Sweetheart and that sure is a character. She's kind of boring. Honestly, she'll go into Sweetheart. Pierre is thrown to a volcano. He's annoying and I don't like him. Robin is... I like Robin. I'm going to put Robin in heart. I tend to like her a lot. Sam is in heart. I think he is my next person that I want to romance. What's her name? I can't think of her name right now, but she's above that sure as a character, so she'll go in Sweetheart. Sebastian is in heart for me. Shane, I have married before, but I don't necessarily recommend it. His arc isn't as big as I want it to be, plus his room when you get married to him is a mess. So I'm going to put him in Sweetheart. This is going to be someone that I actively avoid. I don't like really energetic little kids, and he is just not someone that I get along with. Willie is, I think, heart for me. I love Willie. The wizard. He's not... I'm between Sweetheart and That Sure Is a Character with him. I don't know him well enough because he lives kind of out in the middle of nowhere. So I tend to not really talk to him that much. So I kind of want to put him That Sure Is a Character because I don't know. So I think this is my final list. My hearts are Alex, Elliot, Krobus. God, I can't remember his name, but I love him. Maru, Robin, Sam, Sebastian, and Willie. So, but I will throw into a volcano Clint, Morris, and Pierre. They're frustrating. So let me know if this is a good take or not. So the next one we're going to do is the best fast food, fast casual restaurant tier list. I already kind of put the ones that I've never had before. I live in a kind of it's a metropolitan area, but it's not one that has a lot of I don't know. I don't eat a ton of fast food, and I just haven't had any of these. So let's get started. So A&W, I think the only thing I had from them was I don't know. We don't have it in town. So I've had it on vacation before, and I think it's kind of, if nothing else is available, kind of level of food. Now, this is a take that I know is, it's a take. I love Arby's. And not everyone does. It's not getting my belly level. I don't have it all the time. It's a yum level because it's not something that I feel extremely a lot about, but I've heard a lot of people say they really don't like Arby's, but Arby's is really good to me. So I know that that's a take. Boston Market is kind of if nothing else is available. I really think that Burger King is expect a stomach ache. I feel like every time that I have Burger King, it's cold. It's it's just not. Raising Cane's is amazing. Raising Cane's gets to get in my belly. I love Raising Cane's. It's a very simple restaurant. They only do chicken strips, and it's great. Carl's Jr. is expect a stomach ache. Chick-fil-A. I don't agree with them politically. I want to point that out, but they are getting my belly. They are yummy. This is if I have the choice, I will eat Chick-fil-A. Chipotle is also, it's between get my belly and yum. I think I'm going to put it in yum because I've kind of gotten off the Chipotle kind of thing. Church's, I don't remember the last time I've had Church's chicken. It's been a long time. I don't remember liking it all that much. So I think I'm going to put it in the first yuck category. I could be wrong. Del Taco is also something that I don't actively search for. I don't remember the last time I've had it. I think it's a yuck for me. Denny's. Now, my boyfriend loves Denny's so much, so we go over there all the time. I do think it's yummy, but I don't think it's anything up here. Domino's Pizza, I think, is I'm going to put it in yum. I don't think it's there's better pizza out there. Dairy Queen is, I think it's yum. I used to eat it this is a summer food for me. I used to go hang out with my best friend, and my best friend lived right next to a Dairy Queen. So before we could drive, we would walk over to the Dairy Queen and get ourselves an orange Julius and like some chicken strips. And it's less about the food and more about like that nostalgia for me. I don't actively search it out. I don't remember the last time I've had it, but it is, yeah. Firehouse sub is getting my belly. I love their meatball subs. They're not good for you at all, but they're good. Five Guys is an expect a stomach ache for me. And the reason being is very different for me than anyone else. And so I know that this is a take, and I know people are really into Five Guys, but it's just so greasy that the moment I step into Five Guys, I like get a stomach ache. So I'm not a fan. IHOP is if nothing else is available. Like it's almost peak if nothing else is available. I ate it a lot in college because we would just go there after like big events because they tend to be like open and we had like a big group of people and so they would be able to seat us. But I was never like in love with the food. In-N-Out Burger is, I'm going to say yum, but I do think it's overhyped. Again, I don't know the last time I ate In-N-Out Burger because it's not something that's in town, but it is something that it's always crowded in there. Like it's not a good dining experience for me. Jack in the Box, I'm going to say is yuck. I haven't had it in a while, so this may be like a dated take, or I've only had it once, and I remember the food tasting like fake almost, like it was not good. So maybe it was just that time. Maybe I need to give it another go, but I wasn't a fan. Jersey Mike's, I've had a Jersey Mike's like a phase. So I'm gonna put it in yum, but it's not something that I really want right now. Jimmy John's, on the other hand, is actually, I think it's also a yum because I don't like how much lettuce they put in their sandwiches. But I've had a Jimmy John's phase. KFC is a yuck for me. I just don't enjoy their food. Little Caesars is also yuck for me. I've just never liked it. Long John Silver's is a fish restaurant, and I haven't had it in a while, but I do remember that I got a really bad stomach ache once from eating there, so I'm going to say expect a stomach ache. McDonald's is another one that I think I'm going to say is, I think it's a get in my belly. I know that that's like, it's just, their burgers, like you always have like, it's consistent. It's consistent and it's consistently good. And it's warm and I think it gets a bad rap, I think. Panda Express is expect a stomach ache. I don't know how many people that I've heard got a really bad stomach ache from Panda Express. Maybe that's just our Panda Express in town, but like, no. Panera Bread is, if nothing else is available. I think it used to be really good. Like when they first came out, I was like, yes, Panera Bread's the best. But like lately, it's just been bland. Okay, the next thing is Papa John's. I don't eat a lot of like fast food pizza. So I think I'm gonna put these two in if nothing else is available. Same with Pizza Hut. I don't really remember like which one's better than the other one. Popeyes, I think it's a yum. Actually, I think it's a nothing if nothing else is available. The last time I had Papa John's, it was just very unremarkable. Quiznos. Now we used to have a Quiznos, so this may have changed, but the last time I had Quiznos was like when I was in high school, but I remember it being really good. But I don't think it's getting my belly good. I think it's a yum good. Sparrow, I only ever had in an airport. And again, it's just kind of like another pizza thing. Schlotzsky's is yuck for me. There's better, sandwich shops. Sonic is Sonic is a yum for me because it's not something like I like the drinks there, but I'm not necessarily as excited about their food. I did have a Sonic phase, but I think the menu item that they used to have that was part of my phase is no longer available. So it's just kind of, it used to be getting my belly, but now it's yum. Subway, I think, is the same as these other sandwich shops, but almost less so. Maybe I'll put if nothing else is available for Subway. Taco Bell is interesting because sometimes it's really yummy and sometimes it really sucks. And it's like, I don't know. I think I'm going to put it in yuck. Because I don't know. Every time I have Taco Bell, I don't know. It's just like a conglomeration of things. And that's what food is, but I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say there. Taco Cabana is getting my belly. I love their chicken quesadillas. I don't care. I've never even been to Waffle House. I don't know why it's here. I want to say that I've been to a Waffle House, but I've never been to a Waffle House. Wendy's is, I think, where'd it go? What the heck? Wendy's is yum for me. It's not as good as McDonald's. I would rather have McDonald's than Wendy's. But they do have Frosties, which are yummy. And their salads, I think, are really good. But, if I was going to have a burger, I think I would go with McDonald's. Whataburger is getting my belly. They have a green chili cheeseburger here in New Mexico, and it's so good. So, yeah. I don't know if this counts White Castle. I've only ever had their frozen foods. And it's kind of like an if nothing else is available kind of thing. Wiener Schnitzel, I've only had like a couple of times, and I do think it's kind of a expect a stomachache kind of level of food. Because it's a lot of like chili dogs and like hot dogs and stuff, and like I don't know what it is about chili specifically, but it always gives me a bad stomachache. So Wingstop is, I guess, if nothing else is available. I'm not really a wing person, so I don't remember the last time I've had Wingstop. So I think this is my final ranking. So Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's, Firehouse Subs, McDonald's, Taco Cabana, and Whataburger are my get in my bellies. And expected stomachache is Burger King, Carl's Jr., Five Guys, Long John Silver's, Panda Express, and Wiener Schnitzel. And I think I agree with this. Yeah, I think I did a good job with this one. But again, I want to say this again because I know that this is going to be contentious for some people. My franchises are so inconsistent. So the franchises that are really good in my area may be really horrible in your area, and vice versa. You may love Burger King, but maybe your franchise in your area just has a really good chef. I don't know. It's really hard to be consistent across the board, which is why I put McDonald's so high, I think, because I think no matter which McDonald's you go to, you're going to have the same dining experience. But some of these other things, I think a lot of the reason why Arby's is so contentious is because it isn't consistent. So there are Arby's that are really gross, and there's some Arby's that are really good. So I don't know. I think consistency is key here. And so Quiznos, the Quiznos that used to be in our town was so good. But I know some people who hate Quiznos, and I think that's because they live in an area where their Quiznos sucks. So I do think that this is a contentious tier list, but I do think that there's a reason behind it. So if you have completely flipped my tier list, I will not take it personally. It just depends on where you live and your own tastes. You may really like Wiener Schnitzel because you like chili and hot dogs, but I just am not a hot dog chili fan. In Panda Express, maybe that's, something that you really like. I had a lot of it in college, and you don't realize how much sugar is in those like orange chicken and that sort of thing. And so I've just kind of stayed away from it. And also I've heard a lot of people get actual stomach viruses from there. So if it's flipped, it's all good. We're okay. But I just, I wanted to put that out there. Okay, our next tier list is going to be the animals tier list. So the categories are I love you, cool, you're okay, dislike, and throw it in the garbage. So the first one I think is a raven, and I'm going to put the raven in cool because ravens are smart and I like them. I think this is some sort of deer. I'm going to say you're okay. Ant, I'm personally going to say dislike. A lot of these insects are going to be dislike. Just letting you know, I'm not an insect person. A wolf, I love you. I love wolves. They're great. A badger, you'll be cool. Okay, so eagle, I think you're okay. You're not the best. Bats are just cool. They can't see. They hang upside down. They're just a cool animal. Bears, I love you. I just think they're funny little guys, and they're the perfect, if not friend, why friend shaped kind of situation. Bees, I know I just said that I'm not a insect person, but I do love bees. So I'm going to put bees and I love you. I will smush any other insect, but bees, there was this bee in my window the other day, and I very carefully picked it up and put it outside. And yes, they have stingers. Yes, they can be seriously a threat to you if you're allergic to them. But they're cool. They have all this weird hierarchy and pheromones, and they have a queen. I don't know. They're awesome. Whales go way, way, way up in I love you. Fun fact about me is I saw whales in in the ocean whenever I went to San Diego for a vacation, and I cried. Ladybugs, dislike. Butterflies, dislike. Camels. I I think they're cool. Yeah. This, I don't even know what it is, but throw it in the garbage. Apes. Chimpanzees I don't like. They freak me out. They are way too smart for their own good. They are very aggressive. I used to work at a zoo, and like they're horrible. They like they're not smart in like fun ways. They're smart in like really aggressive ways. Like they would like tempt squirrels to come into their like into their area, like enclosure, and like slowly kill them, like torturously slowly kill them. I hate it. Cockroaches, throw in the garbage. Cows I love cows. Crabs, you're okay. I don't really care about you one way or the other. Grasshoppers, just like, is that an alligator? I think that's like an alligator. You're okay. A buck. You're okay. And there's like two of them for some reason. Dolphins, I dislike. They're mean-spirited animals. Elephants, love you. Beautiful animals. I saw a thing, I don't know if it's real, but like I saw a thing on like Instagram, or I don't even know where I saw it, but it was like researchers found that elephants think elephants think humans are cute, and I think that's cute that they think we're cute, so I like them. Flamingos are just okay. I'm not really a bird person. I don't know what this is. I think it's like a mite or like a tick or something that can go in the garbage. Fox are cool. Giraffes, cool. Goats, I don't like goats. Goats have those weird eyes that freak me out. They're slits. It's weird. They're like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you've ever seen a goat. Goose, dislike. They're mean. Gorillas, I think, are less scary than chimpanzees, so I think gorillas will be in you're okay. They're kind of funny. Whenever I worked at the zoo, there was this teacher who had this like really kind of annoyingly like very loud voice. Like she was a fun lady, but I think the gorillas got really sick of her voice and started throwing things at her. It sounds scary, but it was just kind of like a funny thing. I don't even know what kind of bird this is, so I'm just gonna put it in you're okay. What is this? A hedgehog? Hedgehogs, I think, are cool. Hippos. Hippos are okay. They just sort of scare me because their jaws are so powerful. I think hippos are actually one of the things that kill a lot of humans. So horses, I think, are cool, but I'm not like a horse girl. I just think they're just an interesting animal, and it's cool that they are domesticated and they like are a form of transport now. Like I think that's a cool thing. Flies, throw in the garbage. I mean, they would love to be in the garbage anyway, so it's fine. Jellyfish can be cool. I think it's really interesting that they don't have like any brains or organs or anything, but they're still like living. Like it's just kind of a wild, I don't know, it's wild. Kangaroos, I think are cool. I know that they like are kind of a nuisance to people who live in Australia. But I don't know. I just think that they're very friend-shaped. Koalas are just okay. Like they just sleep all day. Yeah. Cheetahs are cool just because they're cool. Lions, I think, will go into I love you. Yeah. Lizards. I think will be you're okay. A duck. Ducks are okay. Moles. Now, moles are cool. Monkeys in general, I think, are cool. I think they're better than gorillas. Is that like a mosquito? Mosquitoes can go die in a hole. I hate mosquitoes. Is this a moth? I hate moths. Is it a mouse? Mouses are okay. Amoeba? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna say you're okay. I don't know what that is. Octopus are cool. I think I'm gonna put them in cool. They're just really smart animals, and every time I hear a story about octopuses, I'm like, wow, this one looks weird because it's not in the ocean, but like they tend to look better than this. Ostriches scare me. I'm gonna put them in dislike. Otters, I think otters are like renownedly and I love you. Owls are in it just okay for me. This is another cow. I guess cows can go up there. Pandas, okay. Hot take. Pandas, throw them in the garbage. I hate pandas. And if you know anything about me, like this seems to be my hottest take of them all. Like people know me as the person who hates pandas, and I'm okay with that. Like it sounds wild, but like we put, oh man, there's a whole panda like rant that I go on, and I won't give it to you because I want to, but I won't give it to you because I just, people are going to hate me anyway. So, but pandas, the whole bear can just go in the garbage. Parrots are okay. Penguins are, I think I love you. They're funny little guys who can't fly and they just like wander around. They're perfect. No notes. Okay, the next animal is an axolotl. They're okay. They're kind of overrated in my opinion. They're kind of just like little aquatic guys. I don't know. They're not. I mean, I like that they smile and they seem to have personality, but there's nothing going on in that brain. Anyway, pigs are cool, I think. Yeah, pigs are cool. Pigeons, I can't decide if this is a dislike or throw it in the garbage. I think it's a throw in the garbage. And the reason man, I've had, like, there was a pigeon that once stole my pizza and I was really upset about it. Yeah, anyway, praying mantises, I think, are going to be in you're okay. They're probably one of my favorite insects just because they're just weird little guys. I don't know. Rabbits, I don't like rabbits. And one, they smell bad, always. Two, they like constantly, like, so when I was a kid, I read a book called Bunnicula, and it was this like book about an evil bunny. And I think the bunny turned out to be fine. It just had like weird red eyes. And sometimes bunnies do have weird red eyes, but ever since then, I've just been kind of like anti-bunny. So I'm not a bunny person. Raccoons, I'm gonna say I love you, mostly because of the one raccoon that like tried to wash cotton candy, and he was so flummoxed about it. It was so funny. Rats, I don't like as much as mice, so I'm gonna say dislike. This is just a bird, so you're okay. I don't know what this is, but it looks like an insect, so no. Seagulls, dislike. Sharks are cool. I think they get a bad rap. They actually really don't like the taste of human beings, and they, generally speaking, aren't like, they're just guys that seem a little scary, but they're not like apes. Like chimpanzees are so much scarier than sharks to me. A lamb, like a sheep, they're okay. This is a snake. It depends on the snake. Like some snakes are okay and some snakes I like actively dislike. I think most of them are gonna go in dislike. Spiders I hate, throw in the garbage. Squirrels are okay. You know what? I'm going to put them in cool, but the reason why I'm putting them in cool is because whenever I see a squirrel, I'm like, oh, cool, it's a squirrel. Like, that's like what my brain thinks. Starfishes are cool because I don't understand how they function. Swans, I dislike because they're mean. Cats, I am a cat girl. I have a cat at home. I'm a cat person, so they automatically go and I love you. Toads are, I think I just really don't care about them. Walruses are cool, I think. Wasps, I dislike. Actually, throw it in the garbage. Woodpeckers are, I think I'm going to say dislike because they're annoying. Because like, have you ever heard of a woodpecker? It's just kind of, I don't like them. Worms, I feel like I need to like because they're really important to our like ecosystem and like making soil and like compost, and they're really important, but I still dislike them. Zebras, I think, are just striped horses, so they go in the same category as horses. Snails, I think, are dislike. I don't even know what that is. Is that like another spider? Throw it in the garbage. I don't know what it is. Squids, interestingly enough, I dislike squids. I like octopus. I dislike squids because they can be so big and like it freaks me out. Anyway. Turtles are cool, I think. Especially sea turtles. Red pandas are cool. They can stay. Mostly because they're my mom's favorite animal. But normal pandas, get rid of them. I don't know what this bird is, but I don't like it. So, sloths are cool. Sloths are cool. Skunks are cool. Ooh, tardigrades. Tardigrades are cool. They did like a weird experiment with tardigrades. In case you don't know, these are called tardigrades or sea pigs. They are like teeny, tiny, tiny. They're like microscopic. And they did like a really cool experiment with these guys where they essentially sent them, it's kind of hard to explain, but like these guys can survive really, really high or low temperatures. Like they're incredibly impossible to kill. And I think they did something with them where they were able to have them be in two places at once. Like not cloning them, but like the same tardigrade was in two places at once. And I just think it's so cool. Like they keep doing these really crazy sci-fi like experiments with these guys because they can withstand these like really harsh kind of reality shifting like anyway, they're cool. They're very cool. Hummingbirds, they're okay. You know what? They're cool. Because every time I see a hummingbird, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, they're the same as squirrels. Meerkats, I just think of Timon, so I think they're cool. Llamas? Llamas, I think, are... okay. They're like between dislike and okay. They like spit. They're kind of mean-spirited animals as well, but they're also like useful. So I don't know. Blue jays, because I don't have as many where I'm from, are just overall cool. Possums are cool. What is this? An armadillo? They're cool, but they are kind of, I think they are kind of mean-spirited. I think this is like a vulture or something, which I dislike. This is a bat again. Where did I put bats? I put them in cool. We can put them in cool again. What the heck is this guy? Is this the... they're cool. I don't know what they are. Oh, what is this guy? Not a narwhal. I can't remember what they are, but they are cool. I don't like this picture, so I'm gonna dislike it. Dogs are, I love you. Hamsters are okay. They're not like the coolest thing in the world. Some of these pictures are like framed weird. I don't know what that is. Looks like some kind of mouse. You're okay. What the heck is that? I have no idea what that is. You're okay. Rhinos are just... oops. Go back. Where did it go? I got too excited about the rhino. Rhinos are instant I love you. Rhinos are the best animals in the whole world. I don't care what you say. They're the best. Rats. They're okay. Human beings? This one's hard because I am one, obviously. I think if any of these animals made this tier list, they'd probably say throw it in the garbage, besides like maybe the elephants. We're like destroying everything. So like part of me really wants to put it and throw it in the garbage, but I am one, so I'm not going to portray that much self-hate, so I'm going to say you're okay. These little like spotted geckos are cute, so I'm going to put them in cool. Lemurs are just, I think they might be in love. Dragonflies are okay. They're not, I don't know what that is, but dislike. I hate these monkeys actually, so I'm gonna put dislike there. What is this guy? I love him. I'm gonna put him in cool because I don't know what he is, but I really like him, so he's going in cool. This little proboscis monkey, they're kind of interesting looking, so they can go into cool. This guy, I don't know what kind of monkey he is, but I guess he can be cool. This guy's cool. Okay, this little guy is a wallaby. I think they go with the kangaroos. Where did they? Cool. This guy, this specific seal is such a meme, and I love him. I don't think all seals look like him, but I think they all are cool. So this, I think, is my final tier list. Rhinos, whales, wolves, bears, bees, cows, elephants, lions, otters, cows, penguins, raccoons, cats, dogs, and lemurs, I think, are in my I love you. And my throw in the garbage is a bunch of insects, pandas, and pigeons. So I think I did a good job. Again, this is probably going to be another contentious one, and I apologize if you are an insect lover, because that's just how it's going to be. So anyway, so this is that one. The next one that I wanted to do is BookTok books. So a lot of these I haven't read, but there have been a bunch of them that I have read. I refuse to read any Colleen Hoover. She is not someone that I'm interested in reading. And a lot of these I haven't read. But I have read these down here, or at least part of them. The Inheritance Games, I only read part of, and I DNF'd it. It was just not for me. I think it would be, did I like? Would I recommend? Sure. Because it's not necessarily something that's for me, but it might be for someone else. The Midnight Library, I think, was attempting to do something that it didn't do well. So this one, I'm going to say, don't make me talk about it, because it came off preachy in a way that I disliked. I was not a fan. Circe is amazing. I would sell my soul to experience this for the first time again. Absolutely, I would. It is an amazing book. It is written so beautifully. Same with Song of Achilles. I almost think Circe is better than Song of Achilles. They're both written by Madeline Miller. I'm a huge fan of Greek mythology, so if you are, I would definitely recommend. A lot of people like the Song of Achilles better than Circe, but I think Circe is better than Song of Achilles. The Cruel Prince, I don't remember it. I read it. This was one of the first books that I read whenever I got into back to reading and stuff. And I think it was enjoyable but forgettable. I remember kind of liking it, but never really wanting to read it again. It's that kind of book. Court of Thorns and Roses was the book that got me down reading again. It was transcendent experience. I don't care that people think it's overrated. I don't care that people may not like it. This was such a profoundly important book to me. And I know that it's a silly book about and it's kind of smutty and it's kind of not important at all. But when I read this book, I was going through a really hard time, barely getting out of bed kind of hard time, really bad depressive episode. I was losing a ton of weight, and this book brought me back to life. I know that sounds so silly, but this book helps me grow as a person. And I was trying to tell my therapist about this, but she was kind of dismissive of it because it was it's kind of a smutty fairy smut book. But the way that it's written in terms of Feyre's journey, specifically the second book, this is where she's going through a hard time, and sometimes she's not capable of doing the hard thing, but she keeps pushing anyway. I needed that message during that time, and because it hit me so deep, I continue to read this book at least once a year since then. It's so important to me, and I know it's a silly book. I know it is, but it has this underlying message of things are hard, yes, but they're gonna get better. And I really needed that at the time. So anyway, that's my rant about A Court of Thorns and Roses. ACOTAR, whatever. Neon Gods is a just pure smut book. It's not something I would recommend to any of my younger viewers. I wouldn't recommend ACOTAR to any of my younger viewers either, or even The Cruel Prince. But Neon Gods specifically, I would not recommend. It is a retelling of Persephone and Hades in kind of like a more modern way. It was good, I would say, if you are into that sort of thing. But I would say it's kind of with inheritance games because it was kind of just like, you know what I mean? Six of Crows, exclamation points. It's not as good as I think these other three, but it's a really good, it's better than the other one. The one with the deer. Anyway, written by the same author in the same universe, but Six of Crows is amazing. A Touch of Darkness is another Hades and Persephone retelling, and I think it was better than Neon Gods, but it wasn't. I also think it's because it was the first Hades and Persephone retelling that I read. Maybe Neon Gods wasn't as good because I was tired of the Persephone Hades kind of trope. But I do think Touch of Darkness was a little bit better, but it is forgettable. Like, I don't remember, like, there are little bits that I remember, but for the most part, it just doesn't stand out. Dance of Thieves was enjoyable but forgettable. The Love Hypothesis, I think is gonna go, it was enjoyable but forgettable as well. I liked it because I used to be a biology major, but I feel like there are better love stories out there, you know? Heartstopper, exclamation points all around. I'm not the target audience, obviously, but I'm such a sucker for this kind of love. I don't know. It's very wholesome and lovely, and I'm about it. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo is also up there. It is an amazing book about like a young, kind of very important actor during her time, and she's writing a book kind of explaining her life, and so she's narrating it to a person who is writing her story, and she's had 7 husbands, and she goes through each one, and like, I don't know, I'm not doing a good job of explaining it, but it's an amazing book. The Atlas Six, when I read it, it was really good, but like now that I've read more, I'm kind of in the like, did I like it? Like, I don't really remember it too well. It was very like twisty and turny, and it was written well, I think I remember, but it wasn't something that I remember. I don't know. I read it, but it like kind of left my brain. So I guess I would recommend it, but I would also say I don't really like, I would have to reread it. Anyway, Red, White, and Roller Blue. I haven't actually read the book, but I watched the movie and I love the movie. So I'm putting it up in exclamation points because I think it's such a cool concept and I love it. It's about like the US president's son and the English, like the monarchy's son, and they fall in love. I think it's cute. And so yeah, that's my BookTok. I mean, there's more books obviously that I've read, but they're just not on here. Anyway, I think I'm gonna leave it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of interesting, different video. Let me know if you want to see another one. So today we did Stardew Valley characters, books, fast food, and animals. If there's another one that you want to see, I may consider doing that as well. So I hope you guys are doing very, very well, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, goodbye.